I'm going to explain the exercise 16 from 7 to 10. The number 7, this is incorrect because we have this word that is expressed in place, and then we have to invert the subject with the verb, and after a prepositional phrase that is indicating place. So it has to be nowhere in the world can farmers grow such delicious food. The other one is incorrect too, because here we have the place expression and then we have the verb in our own place, so we have to put the verb before the subject. It has to be in the backyard are the 2 trees that need to be pruned. And in the number 9, this is correct because we can see that we have the place position, the place expression, then we have the verb, and then we have the subject. Around the recreation hall and down the path, this is the expression that is indicating place. Then we have the verb are, the tense, the subject, where we will be staying this week. And the number 10, this is incorrect because after the place, the expression place has to be a verb, and here we don't have a verb. Has to be in the apartment next to mine was a family that had a lot of pets, so we have to invert the verb was from here. Now I'm going to explain the exercise from skill 1 to 19, and this number 2, the correct answer is letter D because we have the verb are here and we don't need another verb. So in this and this other and the third one are the verb are and we don't need it. So the most certain answer has to be letter D. And this other, we don't have a verb in this sentence, so we need to find an answer that has a verb. So in these 3, this one has a verb, but it's not a question, so it's not the correct answer. The most certain answer is letter A. His company is producing many new movies for release after the new season begins. In this other one, we need a subject because we don't have a subject here. So we have the verb wrote. We don't need another verb. And the letter C is not correct because the subject has to be here and is the first clause, is not the second clause. So the most certain answer is letter A. Of the 1,800 poems that Emily Dickinson wrote, the second clause says 24 were given titles and 7 were published during her lifetime. And this one says the 10-way decimal system currently used in libraries throughout the world. We need a word that expresses what the decimal system does. So the correct answer is letter B, device. This is what the decimal system works for. Divides all written words into 10 classes according to the subject. The other 3 answers, it not make sense. In this part, exercise 23, the first one is incorrect because we have somebody that is a singular expression or a singular word, and we have to add s to the verb. And has to be, it is impossible to believe that somebody actually admires that man. And the second one says each, that is singular, two of the doctors in the building needs to have a separate reception area, so it's correct. The number 3 says the president felt that no one, is the subject in is the singular, I mean, was, not were, was better suited for the position of chief staff advisor. And the number 4 is incorrect because the everybody is singular, and we have the verb are, it has to be is. Everybody participating in the fundraiser is to run in the tickets by 8. And the number 5 we have because the low number of orders, nothing is the subject, has to be done now in singular and singular. The number 6, every time someone, the subject in singular, we have the word take and has to be takes. Unnecessary breaks, precious moments of production time are lost. The number 7 says anybody, the subject, who goes to the top of the Empire State Building is impressed with the view. Singular and singular. So the sentence is correct. The number 8 is incorrect because we have every man, woman, and child. Cada hombre, mujer y niño is singular. In this line, cada is required to sign the forms in order to complete the registration process. And the number 9 is correct. It says, it is nice to believe that anything, the singular, is possible if a person tries hard enough. And the number 10 is incorrect because we have the subject in this word in singular, so the verb has to be in singular. The company reiterated to reporters that nobody has been dismissed because of the incident. And this is the last part, is toefl review exercise skills 1 from 23. The first one is incorrect, is the number 6, and says more than half of the children in the 1,356 member district has to say qualifies. It's not qualifies, I mean, has to be qualified for reduced price of free lunches. And the number 7 is incorrect and says 5 miles beyond the hills, where it's not correct, has to be was. A fire with its flames reaching up to the sky. The number 8, kettle drums, which, not what, which were first played on the horseback, were incorporated into the orchestra in the 18th century. The number 9 says when is a flag, and it's not correct. When a flag is hung upside down, it is an international recognized symbol of distress. And the number 10, the Museum of the Confederation in Richmond has an exhibition which documents the origins and history of the banner, the most American thing of the Confederate flag. So this is the end of the video.